All right, welcome to the Album Listeners Club. It's Friday night. Time to rock. My name's Todd. Yeah, and tonight's episode, I'm going to do album verses, track by track, figure out which one I like the best out of the two. And it's going to be in like a hockey game format. Yeah. So, yeah, and before I was trying to figure out what albums I should do this, and I figured out it's going to be between these two. We got Masters of Metal, Volume 1, and Masters of Metal, Volume 2. So, yeah, let's get at her right after these messages.
And now, back to our regularly scheduled programming on the Album Listeners Club.
All right, welcome back. So, yeah, like I was saying, doing a versus between Masters of Metal Volume 1 and 2. Going to be like a hockey game. Got 3 periods. Yeah, so let's go. Oh, a little bit about the albums. These albums were both put out in 1984 by K-Tel International. And yeah, there's lots of good heavy metal songs. I love all these songs. Some of them were hard to decide winners track by track, but anyways, yeah, and there's 13 songs per album. So let's start off. Okay, yeah, Masters of Metal 1. They're the home team. Masters of Metal 2 is the away team. All right, let's go. So the first song on Masters of Metal 1, we got Trashed by Black Sabbath with Ian Gillan singing vocals on that one. Against Run to the Hills on Iron Maiden on volume 2. And between those two songs, I'm going for Trashed, Black Sabbath. So there's 1 point, home team. With next songs comparing here, we got Mean Streak by Y&T going against Heavy Metal Love by Helix. And I got to go for Mean Streak, Y&T. All right, home team's up 2-0. And then we got Breaking the Chains by Dokken against Never Surrender by Triumph. Oh, look at that. The away team gets a goal. So 2-1. Next song we got Who's Behind the Door by Zebra going against Metal on Metal by Anvil. And I love both these songs, but I'm giving it to Who's Behind the Door, Zebra. All right, there's the end of the first period. So home team's up 3-1. All right, going into the second period. We got Rainbow in the Dark by Dio going up against Balls to the Wall. And I love both songs, Rainbow in the Dark. Love that song, but it's got to go to Balls to the Walls. All right, so we're 3-2 for home team. All right, next up we got Screaming in the Night by Krokus going up against You're Not the One by Urgent. And Screaming in the Night all the way. All right, so home team has got 4 goals. The away team's got 2, so 4-2. All right, last bit of the period here. We got Lick It Up by Kiss going against Come On Feel the Noise by Quiet Riot. And we're giving out to Quiet Riot. All right, so end of the second period, we got, 4-3. Home team up by 1 point going into the third period. All right, so third period. Oh, sorry. No, that wasn't the... Oh, yeah, that was the third period. Okay, going in the third now, we've got Looks at Kill by Mötley Crüe going against You've Got Another Thing Coming by Judas Priest. And that was a tough one too, but I'm giving it to You Got Another Thing Coming. All right, then we got Street of Dreams by Rainbow going against Limelight of Rush. Both excellent songs, but it's going to Street of Dreams by Rainbow. All right, next up we got Tom Sawyer by Rush going against Shake It Up by Lee Aaron. And that was a tough one too, because I really like Lee Aaron. And just wasn't strong enough. So Tom Sawyer gets the goal on that one. And if it had been Metal Queen, Lee Aaron against Limelight, I would have went with Metal Queen for sure. All right, so getting down to near about halfway to the third period. We got Don't Get Mad, Get Even by Helix going up against Hey Operator by Coney Hatch. And we're going to go for Hey Operator by Coney Hatch. All right, another goal for the away team. They're coming up here. In the last bit of the period, we got You Can't Stop Rock and Roll by Twisted Sister going against Thunder and Rock by Fist. And that's going to Fist. All right, so that's the end of the regulation time. And we got, what are the goals here? Home team has 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 6 goals. Away team has 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Oh, shit. It's a tied game after regulation. 6 to 6. We're going into overtime. And that gives us the 13th song for both albums in overtime. We got The Trooper, Iron Maiden, going up against All Right Now by Santers. That's an easy one. It's going to The Trooper. All right, home team wins in overtime, 7 to 6. So Masters of Metal Volume 1 is the winner. 7 songs to 6 songs of the away team, Masters of Metal 2. And yeah, love The Trooper. It's a great song, but the song it was going up against, All Right Now, is originally by Free, which is an awesome song. And Santers did it okay, but it didn't compete with The Trooper. Nope. So yeah, but yeah, that's my list. What do you guys think? And you having a good Friday night? Yeah, I hope you're having a good time, and just rock on, be a good person, and we'll see you next time. Adios.
Friday Night Metal.